I'm trying. Thank you for coming. We're celebrating your second retirement now, so congratulations on that. First and foremost, this is your last active duty paycheck. I opened it, it's wrong, you gotta call the city. Hope you don't mind, I looked at it. And so we're celebrating this man right here. A lot of us at 13, it's where we've been our whole 8 years, 6 years, 2 years, 4 years of career, 25. So we have a lot to thank you for, showing us how the job is done, taking care of us, making sure we do the right thing, and teaching us the right way. So we're very thankful for that. You know, I've never been anywhere else besides with Capt DiStaso. I mean, a couple people have been other places. I've never been anywhere else. Other than that, you know, besides being a really great role model, leader, teacher, captain, teaching us on the outside, you know, in life, how to be, you know, a great father. You're an awesome father. We see your kids. You know, we look forward to hearing about them. We're just really grateful. It's a sad time, but we're really happy for you at the same time. So thank you. And we'd like to present you with a little something right here from us at Engine 13.
You got it.
It's light. We don't really do speeches at 13, so none of us are getting promoted in the near future. So that's all I got. If any of the guys here, if any, we see a lot of retired faces, a lot of legends back there. If anybody has anything to say, you know, come up now. Now's the time. Thanks for showing up. There he is.
Everybody, if you need to go to the bathroom, go now. You know what? I'm really not a good public speaker, and I don't even know if I should be up here. But Lenny, I tell you what, Lenny was a special person in my life, and you know, when Lenny first came on the job, he was like the hot-ass Marine. He come in the firehouse, and we were a pretty wild crew that he came to. And I remember like the first day he'd walk around quiet with his chest down. We're like, who the hell is this guy? And you know, Lenny, over the years, I was talking to his dad before. He had a very honorable career in the firehouse as a Marine. 3 tours, right? 4? Yep. 4 tours. So, I mean, you know, Lenny got me promoted actually. You know, we were studying together, and his study habits kind of like rubbed off on me, and I always thanked him for that. You know, and you know, I really appreciate him, and.
I want to give a kiss.
Yeah. I love this guy, you know, and like I said, I'm not a really good public speaker, but I had to get up here and you know, at the end, he was a little bit of a hard ass. You know? He always wanted to beat me to every run. I was like, Glenn, what are you doing? You know, I would almost get there and I have to go around the corner. The guys were trying to pull the lines off, fighting with each other. I was like, Glenn, what's going on?
And his defense, the pole is next to your firehouse.
Other than that, I have no complaints. Listen, congratulations, Len, and enjoy your retirement. Thank you.
Oh, here we go. Major.
Start. Okay, Lenny, I know that you got congratulated and honored by your former employers, your former comrades. It's not so much an employer.
I was afraid of what you're going to say. So.
You know, but again, I mean, you know, this was a very huge milestone in your career. You've influenced a lot of people through your leadership. You know, especially, I mean, the fire department, but especially, you know, they always say a man can't serve 2 masters, but Lenny has served, you know, he served 3. The Jersey City Fire Department, the Marine Corps, and his wife, Jan. You know, as a small token of gratitude, I mean, the Marines that are present here, I mean, Sergeant Major McConville, he's sitting right there. Please stand up, Sergeant Major. Sergeant Ferguson, Sir, if you want to know that, right? Garrett Sergeant Claude Mineo. Thank you for inviting us. You know, we just want to be present for this big milestone in your career. But it's guys like this that make this country worth fighting for, and you know, and worth dying for. And Lenny was my executive officer, but first he was my platoon sergeant, and I was a corporal. Or actually, I was a PFC, and I just checked in the unit, and I came in through the side door, and he goes like this. He goes, "You come into that side door again, I'm going to kill you." And then years later, I became his company commander. He was my XO, and I wrote his fitness report. So tables were turned. But one thing, I mean, we learned from Chief Officer Lenny DiStaso was, I mean, he always had a bias for action. He was always very quiet. But you know, the thing was this: is that he trusted his guys. He had that trust in his Marines, to do the right thing. And as a leader, you know, leaders don't always, they don't micromanage. You know, good leaders, they say, they don't, like Wayne Gretzky say, a good hockey player doesn't just look at the puck, he sees where the puck is going. And this man here, because of his prowess in operations, he led a very successful unit providing, important logistics to Marines forward, and was basically the linchpin for the 6th Motor Transport Battalion in the push in the initial stages of Iraqi freedom during the invasion, but also through subsequent deployments in Fallujah, and then the retrograde in Iraq in 2008, and a lot of officers were promoted because of Lenny's Lenny's expertise. And they always say a good officer can always fall on his sword, but as a staff NCO and a warrant officer, he made sure his leaders and mentors didn't fall on their swords. And he got me out of trouble a couple times, and he was a very great officer and mentor to Marines. But Lenny, we thank you for your service and to this country again. Thank you.
All right, I'll just try to keep it short. I didn't write a speech. I just want to let you know I just wrote down names, because one of the reasons why I really wanted to do this was you never really get an opportunity in your life to say thank you. When I retired as a Marine, I kind of took that for granted. I had a quick ceremony. We didn't do much about it. We had a nice party afterwards, but I didn't get a chance to say thank you. And since then till now, I've lost some pretty good people. Wow, I'm going to try not to, but you kind of get emotional. So I'm going to try to remember them and just say a couple things. So first was Lieutenant Colonel Dan Colfax. Dan was a really good friend of mine. He passed away a couple years ago after being at one of our parties in our summer as we were planning our next reunion. Shocked us, passed. If he was here today, it would be a great time. Tell a lot of good stories. We spent a lot of time in the desert, which was a fact, too much time together in the desert. But I miss him a lot. My other friend, Paul Denning, same thing. We went to Chief Warrant Officer School together. We were both gunnies, came out, went to the school. He shocked us and he passed away very young, and I miss him because he would be somebody who would call me every day, make a joke about me, make me laugh, no matter how bad it was, fool around, and we would say some stuff that's kind of crazy. Deputy Chief Stewart's somebody that I always think about, because Chief Stewart, I don't think anybody cared more about the men than he did. And for the firemen that remember, one of my best stories is we're up in North Hudson. It's freezing cold. We're relocating, fighting a fire. We're actually finding all our stuff's off the rig, everything else. Deputy Chief comes from Jersey City, drives up to North Hudson at 3 o'clock in the morning to see us. Says, "This is crazy. You guys go back. I'll get you relief up here." Send somebody else to replace us. I've never seen that. I don't think anybody else has ever seen that, but he always took care of us. Had a lot of great fires with him, and very sad to see him go too, because he's a guy who can tell you a lot of good stories. Jimmy Woods. So Jimmy Woods was one of my firemen. He worked with us for a long time. Best wedding I ever been to. If nobody knows the story about the wedding, it's something that we could probably tell you later. All I can say is we destroyed the place. Don't put cops and firemen and a couple Marines all in the same room at the same time, get them drunk, and then something bad happened. I mean, there's even people that missed part of their ears missing. So it was a great wedding, best wedding I've ever been to. I miss Jimmy a lot. And that brings me to my next friend, Bob Deppy. So Bob, he recently passed away. His son is here. he means a lot to me. He's somebody who would do anything for you, and he's proven it over. It's not somebody you just tell a story, oh, this guy will do anything for you. He would always do it. He would always be there. He was one of the toughest guys I knew. He would always be around, make everybody laugh and smile. Somebody that I really, really do miss a lot. And then Walter. I don't know, well, Walter is still here. He keeps coming back. Every time he's gone, he comes back. You're not sure, but you know. Walter is, and this is just fact, if you want to watch a movie about firefighters and you see all that bull crap, somebody walking through the fire and the smoke and all that stuff, it's all fake, except for him. You could be in one of those fires sitting there and you're on the ground crawling, you're looking around it, and he just walks through and he's like, what are you doing? You know, not knowing everything he's better, but he was the guy who taught everybody everything. Great to be around, and I'm very happy that he came. I thank all the Marines for coming down. Let's see. And my friend Johnny Carrera, where is he? He's hiding. There he is. I knew he would come because he's just that way. He's always dependable. He's always been there. Best truck captain I've ever known.
Because I trained him.
Trained by him. Kind of fact. We did a lot of stuff together. I would never worry about anything because when I would go in and do my thing, Johnny would be up on the roof somewhere doing his thing. So it was always worked out great. And I'm very happy that you came. I kind of knew you did. I'm trying not to, bro. Trying not to. I gotta man up, you know. Mikey Anzavino, right there, the little lieutenant, right?
I'll let him come chicken.
Another great guy. Love talking to you. Always there for us. Did everything with us. I'm very happy that you came. My friend, like Al just said, Al Bauer, Ray Nickerson. Where's Mark? Can't see him. Petra. We talk about getting promoted, right? Anybody says it, Mark Petroselli is the reason why I'm a captain. That's flat out truth. I walked in that door, just like Al said, young kid, stuck my chest out, thought I knew everything. He started studying. He says, here, dummy, read this. And we sit at that kitchen table all the time, year and a half on a job studying for a test, right? If it wasn't for Mark Petroselli, I would not be a captain. That's just fact. And I love you and thank you.
Oh, you owe me some money.
Go see Polly Drennan. My friend Joe. I love you, Joe. Same thing. Come in the house. Not only did we learn a lot about being a firefighter, Joe and I, we painted together. We did a million jobs together all over the state. Helped me take care of my family, especially when I was young and first getting started. Another guy's always there for you, and I appreciate it. I love you, and thanks for coming.
And he taught you how to cook.
And he taught, well, that's true too, because Joe is the cook. He taught us all how to cook, and how do I do? Pretty good, right? Pretty good. Then I get to my, I don't even know if I need this thing. Get to my new guys. So, all my young crew here. We've had a lot of fun together. I gotta say, the job is easy because they never really had to do anything, right? Everything was taken care of. I have a routine. They had the routine. It was down. We're trying to teach some other people the routine, so it's a little bit easier. They work hard, and all I do is all the time is I get compliments from everybody who ever worked in my house, who was working for me, going, oh, you got a great crew. You did a great job. I didn't do anything. They do a great job because they care, and I appreciate them coming here, and I know they would do anything for me. I know what you're going to miss the most is because I'm a very calm guy. I'm always like this. I don't yell at nobody and never get excited. She's, you probably miss that normal nature of, no
I haven't got punched
like
in the head once since you left.
I'm not supposed to talk about that. And then I have to thank Chief Jeremy Drennan for coming out here from Thailand. Always had a great time. My mother and my father for everything that they put up with me. All the stuff, all the time and away, and wondering what's going on. Next thing, my brothers, my sister, and then my son, my daughter, who's not here right now, but I love her to death, and we talk all the time. She's doing great. And then my lovely wife. So to end it, I would say there's a great quote that always goes into all my emails, and it's by Thomas Paine. It's lead, follow, or get out of the way. So I will tell you right now in my life, I think I've led. I think I followed. I'm going to try to get the blank out of the way.